Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Light Wisp would be crazy. I'm telling you right now, this is similar to like when Sage first showed up, where everybody's like, you lose the LeBron like the first time you fight, or you lose the Sage the first time you fight him almost every time. I think that's gonna happen to a lot of people when they run into Light Wisp for the first time, because fighting a good Steven universe for the first time is weird. There's not really much else to put it.
I agree. Chavo versus Streamline.
This is one that I've been looking forward to, too, because Streamline is someone we saw last week who brought Sage to Game 3, went to an incredibly intense set Game 3 against Sice, but that was also with him being a fan of the people going Game 1 with Tom and Jerry, because he was like, oh, you never had one on stream? Okay, I'll do it. And literally he was like, hey, next week I'll do Black Adam or something. I was like, all right, cool. But he's just a good guy. He's got a lot of positive energy, and he's talented. And he had a ridiculously close set earlier against Retro, too. So he's making everybody work for it.
Yeah, very much.
Right now, Chavo's got something to prove. Number 1 seed on the night. Will that be 2 weeks in a row where, for one, the number 1 seed went down early with Sage last week? And then will Chavo have the same thing happen here? But we'll find out, because after going down to that Twilight set, which was super slow-paced, because Twilight was just like, I'm not interacting with Fern.
Have Chavo and Streamline ever fought in bracket? They didn't see each other?
No, this is the second time Streamline has ever been here. Yeah. Speaking of which, I almost forgot to do predictions. But just
so he just had the Sage and then 3 Shaggies right after that.
Yeah, he had Sage into 1, 2, 3 Shaggies. He fought every Shaggy. It was Jeff, Kairos, and then Sice. Sice was the one who finally stopped the rampage. But it's so ridiculous watching him play, because you can see it. You can see the build-up. But also Chavo has a lot of experience against this character. He did, however, get caught on the early stages of that move in the scramble. Is the best move in the game. Or specifically in the scramble, by the way, just make sure y'all know that clearly when I'm saying.
World challengers, yeah.
What do you mean best move in the game, bro? Like, no, when you're all clumped up together, especially in 2s. But, Chavo, this is some new strings from him. He usually doesn't go for the double extension on that sometimes, so kind of wait for your defensive option after. Yeah. I like this more aggressive approach.
I think it's a good choice, too, because Bugs Bunny, if you give him any space in the air, he might just reversal you and hit you with one of his own moves while y'all...
Also for Finn, too, you kind of have to get more aggro nowadays, because before you had endless amounts of apples, but now you don't, and you're going to need the coins. You have to get the money so you can spend it on the gems, because if you're gemless, then you're playing a game where you're forced to now have to approach without something behind it, and that's going to change a whole lot. But that down attack might be enough. Rocket's going to get in the way. He throws the gem at him, see if he waits. Also, by the way, Streamline's item play is really good. Like,
he took his item back.
I like that from Chavo, establishing, no, I am going to use this better than you. My God, this is yet another one where, like, every decision made, you have to be so careful. I think a big part of, I think the first week to 2, people are going to have a lot of difficulty getting used to the changes of how the approaches are with the new whiff lag and everything, because people have to be more careful about how they choose to approach. And that up special unarmed finding him, and I think he tried to go for Nair there, but the bat just so far away, never gets caught.
Yeah, it's like the perfect aerial disjoint next to like Harley's up special, I would say. Yeah,
those were the early vertical like destroyers. Not even like as good as Batman's uppercut is. Those in like the early alpha tests were just you get hit by it and you're gone at 10. So it's a very different world now, but very similar to every other time Streamline has been on stream. Here he is, last knock against Chavo, but Chavo is holding a momentary lead, and he's just got to be careful about not getting caught by a Nair string. As long as he doesn't get caught by that, every trade's basically in his favor.
That was like mind-blowing. He put the safe on the rocket, and when the rocket despawned into the sky, the safe went to the middle, and Chavo was right there for the safe to get hit by the safe. Like,
yeah, his trap game and his item game are nuts. Oh, he tried to go for the clap, but it was a little bit too far out of range. That definitely would have knocked out at that. Oh my God, that was literal frames off from being the rocket KO. This is coming down to the wire once again right here. The 92 to 115. I don't think up air's on Attack Decay just yet from Bugs, but it might be on the next one. And that rocket's still in place, so you got to be careful. And that also reveals that rocket, as you can see, that cooldown just ended over there. So Chavo's got to be careful. But when he tries to jump on top of him, which I think that's what Streamline is looking for right now.
Yo, right?
Yep, knew it.
Chavo into a rocket, that would suck.
Oh, the bear finds its mark, and he takes him out off the top. And you see Chavo putting his hand in his hair, just trying to like, my God, what happened there?
He tried to avoid that, but he dodged too early.
Yeah, he looked back up at the stream. So the stream is on above everybody where they could see it. I think that is, not only did that find the knockout, but also that was definitely the weight changes. Like, that I think in the past might not have gotten it. But that one, yeah, that took it out cleanly off the top. They're running it right back to Trophy's edge. What do you think about that? Because honestly, I think it was pretty, I mean, obviously it was pretty close throughout the whole thing.
Close, yeah. It was no way to tell who was really going to go away with it at any time.
Streamline is making these combos work still, because even though most of those are like actual DI checks now, there are some windows where it's still true. Ooh. Oh,
good dodge.
He hasn't been hit yet either. He is working on a 0 to death at the moment. It is an extended one. The save gets in the way, and he just covers so much range on any dodges.
Setup count 2.
And Chavo answered right back with a 30 and tried to cover a panic dodge down there with the up special too. That covers like quite a bit.
Oh, he almost comboed him too.
That's that gem gameplay, man. Don't leave an item next to a good Finn player.
Ooh, gotta watch out for that down tilt.
Yeah, he's landed a lot of those right now. I think that he's starting to realize like the grounded based gameplay, especially from down attack, has been like really good as a check, because he almost wants to always short hop in. And he's giving more respect to that too, because you would think, you know, without Rocket, that out special is gonna be.
That killed.
What happened? Did he jump into the blast zone?
I think it was just
bad. He was going for his gem toss, and he figured that he still had time for it, but he kept drifting into the stage. He didn't stop from that. So that actually gives one to Streamline here.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's one you just got to mentally bounce back from too, because it happens. Things like that do happen. But Streamline had he had like a lot of damage on him already, and Chavo was trying to build on this, like trying to minimize it, excuse me, on this right now, because all he needs is like one good up attack. I don't think it's on attack to K yet. It's not going to be enough just yet though to get the knockout.
It usually got to be around 120.
Oh my God! If he guessed wrong, that would have been another one. That move is so good, that high in the air, and now he's got to be forced to back off. Look at how much Chavo's choosing so many good defensive options, but because of the inherent nature of how scary the kid is on bugs, you get forced to back off.
Yeah, you sure do. You can't even really approach that easily, because most stuff he's just waiting for an approach so he can do his setups. You know what I mean?
Yep.
His setups rely on you approaching it.
Yeah, as aggressive as it may seem sometimes from Bugs, his option coverage game is so. Look at that! Look at that! Like, you get out of there. that side of the stage belongs to Bugs. That belongs to Streamline. There's nothing you can do to really challenge that with all that stuff going on.
Bugs is just like Rick. I never really seen them use the holes like that to keep the projectiles on stage. Yeah,
this is why I've been so impressed by what we're watching out of him. And he's doing something that's really impressive in general. Oh, he catches the dodge in towards the left. Every other time, Chavo's dodged out towards the right. So he tried to finally mix it up. And now Streamline up 2-1.
Oh,
he tried to combo off the banana. Oh, and he forced him to go high too because of the banana guard being there. If he dodged back, he might have got hit by it.
Oh my God, I think he's figured out a lot of the movement that Chavo's doing. He's just catching Chavo right where he needs him. Yeah,
and this is a big, you know, both of these players have sported the high rankings on the singles leaderboard before. Streamline has come in and proven that the online rankings are a factor. Like they are the truth. He's doing so well right now. But Chavo has made many comebacks from these situations. Just remembering last week when literally we were playing against Retro and he stole that last stock against them, game 3. So you can never count it out because of always having the initial fear that you might get spiked by Finn. Yeah. So I think that's why Streamline's trying to hover in center stage so much. Streamline gonna get in with that there. Good juices of the teleport. That time, like, don't even bother to try and go for anything super aggressive. Just get out of the disadvantage. Like that's all you need to do. Just as long as you land, you're gonna be good. And they're a little bit too far away for him to get anything started too. And these rockets off cooldown, that does give him a free opportunity to get an item. Trying to toss the apple Adam upwards. I like that idea because if he caught him jumping, he probably would have just knocked him out with that. once again, Chavo just trying to find an opening, period, right now. Just it's been such a stressful time just trying to get in. Obviously, there's that. Look at that apple counter. Before, this is normally a time, and he gets knocked out off the top with the bat again. That move, catching him, the up air. I think the weight, of course, definitely playing a factor, but my goodness, Bugs still got it when it comes to KO power, and that's going to push Streamline into losers semis and knocking out Chavo from bracket.
Yeah.
Said it last week, and I'll repeat it here again. Streamline is one of our new best players, and we're going to be seeing a whole lot of them in the top 3 finishes.
I'm so impressed.